emotions, your mindset in a week like this with the biggest game possibly of your life coming up?
I think, one of our coaches, just how they set the schedule up, they kind of they made it easy for us to focus. Just having like a regular week schedule as if we were playing this Sunday. So just being able to have that mindset, thinking about where I'm going to eat, knowing my schedule and things like that. So just being able to keep that same game schedule, what days you watch film. If you watch this on Tuesday, Wednesday, you still watching it just because we got that regular week schedule. So I think that schedule's been helping a lot. And, been allowing us to focus in knowing how big of a stage it's going to be.
How difficult is the transition with you're playing a different role and doing things? Is that been difficult? Has it been something that's maybe made it easier because you have to zero in so much and do things?
Time definitely, anytime you get more time to study and things like that, it definitely helps. But it's definitely been different, but I think just kind of when I was a freshman at Tech, our defensive back coach, he was always praising us on, being able to play DB, no matter where it is on the field, being able to do a lot of different stuff. And but just how our system is, the nickel kind of always been playing like a safety and things like that. So I think that's mainly been a big help. It's not like I was at corner and then I'm just transitioning to like a nickel safety spot. So being able to get those reps as the nickel, all OTA, training camp, whatever, and then it kind of transitioning to the safety spot has definitely been helpful.
How much of a challenge was it coming back after the 5 games off and just trying to get back to you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I definitely feel better, but it's definitely tough just because, I think what made it tougher this year was just what happened last year, having the surgery last year, then coming back playing and then breaking the screws in the AFC Championship game. So I think just that trust level wasn't there when I first got back. Whether you're just pressing a guy, you don't really want to use the thumb, just when you're tackling, not really wanting to wrap up with the right hand and things like that. So I think last year, just having what I went through last year kind of affected me this year. But the more I've been able to get out there more this year and make some plays, make some tackles, you kind of get comfortable right after that.
When do you feel like it clicked in again for you?
Say it again?
When do you feel like it clicked in for you when you started to feel comfortable?
I had a tackle in Chicago that I actually just little plays you just kind of notice. I was like, dang, I actually kind of wrapped up with my right hand. I think that kind of made me a little bit more comfortable because it was other tackles I had where I could kind of just notice that I would bring my right shoulder but wouldn't really bring my whole arm and things like that. So just little things like that. It could have been like a couple plays in practice where I'm like, okay, I actually jam with my right hand. Where naturally my mind is doing it in my head, but it actually takes a while for the body to do it. So I think that Chicago game kind of helped me.
Kendall, when have you or any of the other players, talk with Suggs about, what to expect, all the distractions that are there for the Super Bowl since he's experienced it?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys in the D-line room have talked to him a lot, and probably the linebacker room. For us, we mainly been talking to Coach Merritt, Sam, who's been through it as a player and things like that. So every day I told them, just them being able to give us that picture of what it's going to be like. Just like when we go into it, we already can kind of know what it is. We got a taste of it already just because, Coach Merritt every day, he'll just paint us the whole picture of what it's going to be like, whether it's the media, halftime, pregame, and things like that. And even Sam as a player going through it, being able to tell us exactly what it's going to be like. So I think that's going to be, real beneficial for us.
What did he say about opening night, that Monday night?
Just talking about just the media, just how he'll give you the picture. I think he said back then they used to do the media in the morning. I think now they do it at night. But just being able to paint that picture, whether you're a guy like Pat Mahomes or you're a guy that's just, picked up off the practice squad halfway through the season, everybody's going to have to deal with media. And just little things about the hotel room, tickets, whatever it is, just being able to paint the whole picture about any little thing.
Kendall, you are quite the NFL family. What advice have your brothers given you about?
Just locking in, just focusing up. Just them knowing that the game is next Sunday. My brother shoot me a text this week like, hey, dog, make sure you have a good week of preparation, good week of practice this week, and things like that. So just them taking the pressure off me, whether it be with tickets, hotels, just being able to handle the logistics and things like that. But really just them just allowing me to lock in. Kyle's out there at the Pro Bowl right now just having fun, enjoying it. My mother, my brothers, I just FaceTime my brother, and he's like with my nephew holding them and things like that. So they're definitely having fun out there. So I know it's gonna be fun for them to be able to go to Pro Bowl and then to Miami for the Super Bowl.
This is the
Couple
first
more, guys.
Super Bowl for
Yeah, this is the first Super Bowl for all of us.
Is it kind of a role reversal? Because I'm sure you grew up looking up at the older brothers, seeing all of them in big games, and now all the attention's on.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun. I know my oldest brother, the two older ones, I know they enjoy it. Just being able to, I remember, he'll just talk about anytime we played on the same time, same games on Sunday, he'll have, the TV up, laptop on, FaceTime my other brother so that he can see the game. So they enjoy it. They have fun with it.
Kendall, when you switch a position from when a defensive coordinator asks you to sort of sacrifice in a way that is unusual throughout the year, there obviously has to be a level of trust. For you personally, what makes you trust Steve Spagnuolo, and when do you think the two of you guys found that common ground that allows to have this level of success?
I think, like I said, really for me, it was just always kind of, even though I always played corner and nickel, I always viewed myself as being smart, being able to do a lot of different things. I think, which was one thing that always, separated me from a lot of guys, is being able to move to different spots, do different things, and really just seeing how many other guys on that team do that same thing, seeing Dan move around, seeing Tyron move around and things like that. So, when you have a culture like that and guys that are like that, that's something that you want to be a part of. And that's what makes it easy, because you can't look at it when you got other guys in the room going out there playing this position, playing that position, and then when it's time for you to do something to help the team, you kind of just like, nah, like, that ain't, like, I don't play safety, sorry, when you got other guys in the room doing it. So that makes it easy. And, me, like I said, coming in, to Virginia Tech as a freshman and kind of learning, like, all right, you're not just going to learn this position. You're going to know what the corner do, you're going to know what the nickel do, the safety do, and things like that. So it's definitely been fun.
Thanks, guys.